All right. Thanks for stopping by. Good to see everyone. You hear the rain on the roof? It's a rainy day here on the Oregon coast, so let's jump into it. I guess some of you already heard the news. I'm getting Starlink. It is true. Let me tell you how this went down. So let's see, how did we start this? For the last 2 weeks, as Kevin and I were sitting around the campsite, all we've been talking about is Starlink. We've been at some places that didn't have any cell signal. We'd stay there like a night and move on to another place. And recently, we've been at a campsite that had pretty good cell service, but not enough to upload any videos. And if you're traveling and your content requires, that you show the places that you're traveling to, like what I'm doing, you got to have cell signal or you got to have internet. So for 2 weeks, this has been our topic of conversation at the campsite. We got to get Starlink. Well, guess what happened? Out of the blue, there is a married couple who watches my channel and Kevin's channel. We've actually met them and hung out with them. Very nice people. Out of the blue, they contact us and they say, we want to do something for you guys. We want to get you a Starlink. We're like, what? Are you serious? But yeah. We want to get you a Starlink. We understand, you're going to be in a lot of places that you can't get internet, and this will solve your problem. Let me tell you what they did. We thought they were going to get us a Starlink. It's the dish and the router and all. And when we were at campsite, we could piggyback off of that. Each of us could. Let me tell you what they did. They got each of us a Starlink. It's on the way. It's already ordered. Not only did they do that, they also paid for the first month's service. Can you believe the kindness and generosity of these folks? They want to remain anonymous. I want to yell their names out from the rooftop, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to respect their wishes. But I'm finally out of shock today. We got this news yesterday. I couldn't sleep last night. I told them on the phone that I was like a kid on Christmas Eve and just waiting for Santa to come down the chimney. So it's been ordered. It's on the way. I'm going to have it shipped to a UPS customer center here in Oregon. And it'll probably be around 2 weeks. And I'll be picking it up. And I'll do, the whole gamut of videos on it, from unboxing it, laying out the equipment. It's a rectangular dish now. It's not a big round one. It's a very small one, only about a foot wide. And you can just set it on the ground or you can put it on top of the van. It doesn't have to be permanently mounted or anything. You just set it out when you need it. Think what this is going to do. Think how this is going to change things. There's 3 big categories to cover here. The first one is gas prices. So we're having to remain stationary more and more and more. Passed the gas pump today, and it's getting close to $5.70 a gallon, and that's in Oregon. So it's probably $6.70 a gallon in California. So we're not moving much. And that leads me to category 2, parking. Parking restrictions are coming more and more difficult and more increased. So it's kind of pushing us out into the national forest further and further, which is great. Good campsites out there, right? But no internet. And we can't provide content if we don't have internet. So this Starlink is going to solve all of those problems. I like going way out into the forest, 30 miles in and staying there a week and only having to come into town to get supplies. If I had to drive back into town to get internet every couple of days, that gas price, that gas mileage, it's just going to eat away at the budget. Now, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to cut my phone plan down to a bare bones plan where I'll save money on the phone and data plan and take that savings and put towards the monthly Starlink plan, it's probably going to end up being about $70 a month more when it's all said and done. I can swing that. I'll arrange the budget around differently, because it's going to save me in the long run on gas money. It's come to a point where gas has reached that price where this is the smartest thing to do. And I had thought I would eventually get a Starlink, but I thought, it might be a year. But when these kind, generous folks reached out to us and wanted to do this for us, blew my mind. Kevin and I, when we were on the phone with them and they told us what they wanted to do, we sat there and stared at each other with our mouths hitting the floor. We couldn't believe what we were hearing. This is an incredible gift. And I hope you guys watch this video and understand just how life-changing this is going to be. It's going to solve all those issues that we had. Just think of the money we will save and the wear and tear on the vehicle, not having to drive way out of the forest into a town just to get internet signal to upload the video and then go all the way back to the campsite. That's a lot of money that adds up over time. And more than that, the peace of mind that it gives you. We don't have to be anxious about parking in places where we think, we're going to get run off or we're going to get the knock. That weighs on you after a while. It really does. Last night we found a place. There was no parking signs. It wasn't far off the 101. We stayed there. We did not get a knock. Let me tell you what we did get. Right before sunset, a patrol car, I don't know if it was highway patrol or sheriff's department or what it was, it parked across the street from us and sat there and watched us. And Kevin and I were on the walkie-talkies. He was in his van about 10 feet away. And he pointed it out. He said, "Look out the window. They're scoping us out." But he never came over and told us to move on or anything. But I didn't sleep well because of that. Some of you might say, well, that's a soft form of harassment. You might be right. You might be, because he knew that he was putting it in my mind, don't get too comfortable here. And I wasn't. I just wanted to sleep there for the night, and we got out of there like 8 o'clock this morning. So little things like that will be remedied by being able to go up into the national forest, get a campsite for a week or two now, and always have that internet at our disposal. We can flip it on, use it when we need to download some entertainment or upload a video to our channels. And other things, just entertainment things like being able to watch a YouTube video without it buffering, and you can be able to watch it in high quality definition now that I could not do before, It's little things like that I never in my wildest dreams thought that internet would be this important. But it's a lifeblood now, from my content revolves around this is the place I'm at today, So it's a utility I gotta have now. And I just can't get over that this couple was so gracious and so generous to do this for us. Blows my mind, the kindness that's out there. Just amazing. Well, I'm going to end this video before I get choked up. Take care, be well, smash the bell.